Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about this upcoming couple of severe weather possible outbreaks coming up. We're going to talk about that in this video. But before we start today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, here is what our thumbnail looks like in today's video. We'll be showing that, or a little more of the thumbnail in just a little bit. But I wanted to show you the thumbnail here. You see there's 3 layers here. Orange layer, where it's not going to be as bad. Think of it like as a marginal risk. Red area, where it's going to be a little worse, like probably seeing damaging winds, hail, maybe a tornado or two. And then, so think of it like a slight risk. In this area here, we'll see the most likely area for severe weather outbreaks to occur. And that's why I put you guys in the biggest risk area there. It's looking like the more Cape will be in that area, and Cape is food for thunderstorms. We're going to talk about that in today's video. So let's get to today's video here. Yeah, here's the thumbnail here again. Just a little more far out. So it says upcoming possible severe weather outbreaks. So yeah. Uh, Here is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for day 1 outlook. You see, there's not much going on right now. If you looked on radar, there's not much going on. As you see, the outlook is just general thunderstorms. So no tornado activity expected. If we look at radar real quick, here, if we look at radar, we probably won't see too much going on. Maybe a few rain showers. Some rain showers near California. Maybe some rain, snow, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Maybe some rain, storms in Arizona and New Mexico. Other than that, quite quiet. Maybe some stuff in our Maine. Other than that, it looks pretty clear in most areas here. So, as you see here, we have no severe weather risk today. So we're gonna move on to day 2 categorical outlook. So if we look at day 2 categorical outlook, we see a marginal risk in this area here. For this area, we see a marginal risk of severe weather in this area, and then we have a slight risk right in this area. So we're seeing a slight risk of severe weather. The biggest risk is going to be mainly hail. We will have to watch for damaging wind. Maybe a tornado threat, even though they say less than 2%. There's maybe a slight possibility, but not much of a possibility of tornadoes. It's mainly going to be the hail threat that you'll have to be worrying about in that yellow region or even the green region. Let's look at the tornado threat here. And we see no tornado threat here, less than 2%, so that means there's really no tornado risk. They're thinking, never know, that could change still. And then this is the hail outlook, and we're seeing a 5% chance of hail, and we see a 15% chance of hail in this region. So we could see some hail around this region, going all the way to Oklahoma, all the way to Missouri. So we could be seeing some hail. You might want to watch out for any hail if you're in Missouri, all the way down south to Oklahoma, in this yellow region or in the green region. You might have to watch for some severe weather. And then the wind threat for tomorrow isn't too big of a threat, but there still is a 5% chance. This is more into tomorrow night, into Thursday. This is gonna be an overnight event, so you're gonna need your weather radios just in case any storms come by. Because there could be some hail with these storms. So you might want to park your cars in the garage for the night on Wednesday. So yeah, but we see a 5% chance of wind, so we're not seeing too big of a chance of wind. Still could see some wind, but not likely though. And then day 3 categorical outlook. If we look, we can't look at wind, tornado, and hail. It's only for day 1 and day 2 categorical outlooks. But we see a marginal risk of severe weather here. This area here, going all the way up to Missouri, Arkansas, all the way down south to Texas, and including Oklahoma. A marginal risk, not too big of a risk, but still a risk of severe weather. heading into tomorrow. But then we're looking at day 4. This is going to look a little different because after day 3, day 4 through 8, they do like 50, less than 50% chance where there's not much of severe weather, 15% chance that would be a slight risk of severe weather, and then a 30% chance that would be enhanced risk of severe weather. They don't do anything higher or lower than 15%. But you see there's this yellow region. This is a 15% chance. This is a 15% chance for some strong thunderstorms, possibly. I'll find out tomorrow what risk it'll be, if it'll be enhanced or still be a slight risk. It's showing this region will see severe weather. This is the day we might see the most severe weather out of all the days in this region. So we're going to have to watch this region very, very closely because it's looking like on this day, it looks like the Cape values will be the most. Maybe hanging in day 5, we could still see Cape values, but when we get to day 6, don't worry, it could change, but on day 6 it shows not much Cape, so that's why I don't have as much confidence in those days we're going to look at in just a few minutes. So we see a slight risk in this region. Let's go to day 5 outlook here. And we see it's in a much larger area. Here, this is where we could have some severe weather move into. Cape could be still in this region. We will show that in just a little bit. But we're going to watch this region for severe weather because there's a 15% chance, not 30% chance, so it's not enhanced, but it's still a slight risk of severe weather. So we're going to have to watch this. And then we look at day 6 outlook. I think this will be downgraded to a marginal risk whenever it does. The outlook does come out unless things change. But right now, slight risk. They say I don't see much Cape near day 6 outlook, but that could change as I keep looking at the models. Not looking much though of Cape in that region. And then Texas, coming from Texas, Louisiana, all the way up to Missouri and Kansas, where you could have a slight risk on probably around Sunday and Monday. So we don't have anything for day 7 or 8 outlook, but we did have one 4, 5, and 6 days outlooks. So now we're gonna look at the some models now of the storms that are coming up. We're going to look at the GFS and all that for more far out for next week's severe weather event, but we're able to look at the next 3 days severe weather activity. So on this radar NEM 3K. So we're gonna fast forward. We're not seeing much going on. Maybe a little bit of precipitation around this region. Some precipitation near Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Fast forward. We might see some rain, some thunderstorms possibly developing up in this region. Maybe some Cape. So we could see some thunderstorms up in this region. National Weather Service hasn't said much about this region up here. Doesn't look like they're too worried. That's why they're probably in general thunderstorm risk. We might have to watch out for some maybe severe weather into tonight, into Wednesday. Then we fast forward. We continue to see thunderstorm, maybe some rain into our slight risk region for Wednesday. Some showers happening and some thunderstorms up north. And then continue to see thunderstorms. Then we see nothing going on around this time. Then we start seeing some thunderstorms start to develop around about probably 10 p.m. Wednesday, probably about. And then moving into probably Wednesday night as thunderstorms move in. You can see some strong thunderstorms. You see some possible supercells could develop around the nighttime. That would be interesting to see happen. Very strong thunderstorms possibly in this region. And then it finally clears out. And then maybe some severe weather the next day, but not showing much here. We're going to go back here and look at the Cape now. ML Cape, convective, I don't know the full meaning Cape, but convective available energy. It's food for thunderstorms, basically. And then we're seeing some very high Cape in Kansas around this time. So that's why they probably put out a slight risk, because they're going to see a lot of Cape, and it shows thunderstorms are going to develop around that region. And then some of the Cape moves up into Missouri, not as high a Cape that was in Kansas, but we will see some Cape up toward near Missouri. Still continuing in Missouri and central Missouri. Actually, all the way down in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas. Then continuing, and then we still see Cape. Possibly around Friday, where the marginal risk is. Here's a little look at shear around this time. We are seeing just some shear around this area. We sure seeing a little bit of shear, so that's why I said there could be a little bit of a tornado threat, possibly. Not too big of a risk, I'm not expecting it, but not like a tornado outbreak, of course, but there could be some severe weather. There is a little bit of shear around this region. So, yeah, about like 50 knots about, and then 70 knots up here, and then we just a little bit forward. You see that moves a little more south. So yeah, you could see a little bit of shear with these storms. That's why I say there could be maybe a severe, or maybe a tornado risk, but not like a tornado outbreak kind of risk. So yeah, let's now look at the GFS so we can look at let's look at the GFS so we can look later on in the week where we could see severe weather here. So yeah, so we're gonna look on later on into about Saturday. We see quite a bit of Cape around this region. This is why I'm worried for around Saturday and Sunday, because there will be some Cape around this region. If we look at dew points here, about 60 degrees, 50 degrees, 50 degrees, enough for severe weather to happen. And then if we look at the radar at the time, we could see some storms developing as it shows here around this time. Some storms possibly developing, some severe weather possible. So go back to Cape. Then we continue to see severe weather into Texas and Oklahoma, into Saturday night, into Sunday. Then the Cape goes away. It looks like by Sunday, we don't see much Cape. We see just a tiny bit of Cape. We don't see as much as we did on Saturday, it shows. So yeah, and then Monday we're seeing a little bit of Cape in maybe Alabama and Mississippi. Are we seeing any precipitation in those regions? We could see some severe weather near Alabama and Florida. So yeah, but the area I'm most concerned is on Saturday for right now, unless things change, because things could still change. So yeah, storms could develop. I'm most worried though about right now, Saturday. If we look at dew points here too, real quick look at dew points. We see 60 degrees, 63 degrees, 63, 58, 57, so enough for severe weather around this region here. So, and then it moves off toward that way, maybe some snow up north of that risk area. Then we could see some more severe weather or thunderstorms develop later on the next week. We are seeing quite high Cape, but this is a little far out, so you never know with this, because it shows quite a bit of Cape, so we could see some strong thunderstorms around next Thursday, possibly around the south, so we will have to watch that, but it's a little too far out to say, though. There will be severe weather moving through. And if we look around this time, we are seeing Cape around this region, so we have to watch for maybe some severe weather to move through. Maybe a few storms moving through. Looks like the biggest day, though, would be on this model. It show around probably next Wednesday for severe weather. If I look at dew points real quick, we are seeing 60, 69, 64, 66, 62, so enough for severe weather. So we'll have to watch that next Wednesday. I will continue to watch that. So, we're going to look at my outlook now. Here for today, wait a minute, it takes a minute to load. We are seeing here, this is my outlook for tomorrow. Tomorrow is March 10th, 2021 of me filming this video. We see a marginal risk in this area here, and then a slight risk, because it's looking likely that that area will have some severe weather. Really into Kansas is where I'm most concerned, but we could still see some strong thunderstorms into Missouri, because there will be some Cape around that region. If I look at the tornado outlook, all I did was put out 2%, not too big a risk. I think there is a tiny chance for some tornadoes possible, so I put out 2%, not too big a chance, but still, I think there will be a little chance for some tornadoes. Not that high though. And then my, I think hail outlook. Here you see, there's a 5% chance and then a 15% chance in this region, because I think the biggest threat will be hail out of the storm, out of anything. So yeah, and then damaging wind threat. It's a 5% chance, but I still think there could be some damaging wind possible. So we'll continue to watch that. But thank you though, guys, for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot. It takes a little bit of time to make these maps, so I would really appreciate it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to have my spring forecast out on Thursday. If not, I'll have it out next week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.